looks fabulous.
Your fashion sense is just so edgy and rebellious. I like it.
How about a light cyan?
Hey, are you guys even listening to me? Sorry.
Dude, I know so many people who exist in this world, either online or in person, that would dare to fight you on how amazing that fashion sense is on that woman. And let me tell you, it's pretty amazing. Although I can think of a few alternative people that probably would look better in that outfit. But, tomato, tomato, potato, potato, boobies, coobies, who knows, who cares about the jibbly puffs. Halloween is a short time away, people, and let me tell you, I am really excited for Lazy I got a lot of videos I'm actually planning out and working on, but to get you guys a little bit into that gory goodness, I guess maybe every now and again from here until October, we'll take a look at a couple of horror themed or horror inspired things. One of these is one of my favorite anime series ever, and you guys know that I do love my anime here. But this is a series I actually have planned to talk about for so many years and never got around to it, surprisingly. But now I think it is due time that I actually finally talk about one of my favorite and parody anime and also horror comedy anime. So in case a lot of people are wondering, oh dear God, it's gonna be like Junji Ito shit up in here. Let me tell you, it's not. It's more of a parody and a homage to everything anime more than it is a horror anime. But it is still considered a horror anime. It's just horror comedy. More so of the comedy. So brace yourself for some laughs and some good times because I'm going to talk about one of my favorite anime series ever that is a horror comedy. So welcome my friend to Lazy Universe Anime Review, and today I'm reviewing the anime of Never fucking failed, does it? Anyways, greetings geeks and nerds, I'm Lazy Universe and White and Nerdy, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite anime series ever, Bloodlad. This is such a great, fantastic, and downright funny anime series that anyone can see. Based on a manga, I have seen the manga. Truthfully, it was like this big, I don't know if you would call it collection or omnibus at a not a comic depot. It was a very old game store, like a retro game store. It was pretty cool. It had like anime, movies, manga, everything a geek and nerd can ever love, especially one otaku. And this is great. This is a series that is based upon a manga by I go into this not knowing anything. Original author is, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name right, Yuki Kodama, who originally had produced it from both, let me see, by Shonen Young Ace and Kadokawa Comics, who were also the people that put out like Rave Master and Fairy Tail. So it does have a pretty good run. This is a 10-episode anime, and let me tell you something. While this is great, there are so many things that I do not like about this. But the premise and plot of this is the most funniest part of it all. This actually exists in the underworld. Yes, it exists in hell. But the ruler of hell is a nerdy vampire otaku. It is the funniest shit ever because he is a nerd of everything anime and manga is funny. He collects pop figures, he collects manga, he collects anime, he collects Japanese video games. This dude is the epitome of an otaku and he just loves it, but he hates being the ruler of hell. I love that when he first hears about a woman being in the underworld, he thinks that she's a busty woman. Just because he has anime posters, it's hilarious and kind of cute. So, of course, there is a young woman that is involved in the demon world. She somehow accidentally got sent into the demon world, so it's up to Dad to try and help her how to get out of the demon world. No, if I can be honest, I love the plot of Bloodlad. It's like something that you wouldn't hear that often, and also the human going to the demon world thing. This is totally a reference to Yu Yu Hakusho, and as a big big fan of Yu Yu Hakusho. That immediately caught my attention. I was like, this is a reference to Yu Yu Hakusho, because in Yu Yu Hakusho, you could say Urameshi dies, he gets sent to hell, or the demon world, and he has to take on an entire ranking of, demons and whatnot. But what's funnier is that it's just a human girl who was sent to the demon world because she dies. And Dad is also trying to figure out the mystery of how she died and also how to put her back in the human world. And no spoilers or anything, but when it gets to the last episode, everything gets thrown under the truck immediately, what they do with the characters. And it's like, you have such great characters. You have, Dad, who is the main character of this. You have, I forget the woman's name, like Yuka or Yukia, who is an adorable character just to have in this. I really do love her because she's kind of like the viewer. She just doesn't understand anything that's going on. But for some weird reason, they always have her in fan servicey outfits. Like the last episode, she's in her bra and panties. I just don't get why they decide fan servicey. Just like the teleporting demon, who is actually one of my favorite characters. I just forget her name. But there is a moment in here where Dad steals her panties by accident because he's battling her. And in case you're wondering if I'm joking, no, that really did happen. That he actually ends up accidentally taking off her panties when she's teleporting around. This would be the equivalent of taking Nightcrawler's tail and just cutting it off. Like, you would think that you would notice these things once they happen. Why this woman was battling him in her panties, of all things. She was kind of wearing a sexy outfit anyways, like fan service galore. But there really is no point to this. And yes, I'm being serious, but I'm not going to show you every single fan servicey moment in here. But there is so much fan service that comes off of our two main female characters in this. It just goes off the rails. But I had to tell you, I actually fell in love with the characters. I fell in love with the plot and everything. But there are so many times where this anime will go off the rails. They'll have one story set up, and then it will kind of go off the rails to go back to that story. But it feels linear. It feels like it's all connecting at some point eventually. That is until the last episode, as I said, but that is, a story for another day. But to be fair, it is a really cool anime, and it pays homage to several animes. I'm not going to point them all out, but is a reference to Dragon Ball. There was a reference to Yu Yu Hakusho. There was a reference to Sailor Moon. I forget where, but I have seen it. There is a reference to Naruto. There was a reference to One Piece. It's like, if they can reference something, they are going to honestly reference it. Like, they even do a boxing anime episode, which is a reference to other boxing animes. I can't think of one right now. I think the one that I'm thinking of is like Ippo, I think, or even maybe Baki. It's kind of hilarious. But this has a lot of great comedy moments. It has a lot of great laughs. There are so many moments in here where I was laughing harder than I expected it, and these characters are so likable. And there are so many what the fuck moments that end up happening in this entire anime, but that's what makes it all the more special and even all the more really cool to watch. But mostly for the main enemy of the series is Dad's older brother, who is an immortal elder vampire, and he's pretty cool, but he really shouldn't be the main villain, truthfully. If you guys like Soul Eater, I just found this while going through footage. There is technically a Soul Eater reference in here, so yeah, this references everything anime and manga. But in all honesty, this is what makes the series even more interesting to watch. Is the fact that you can watch it if you're an anime fan, and you will get the references of everything that they throw at you. There were some that I was kind of like, I have no idea what they're referencing, but there's like a prison school reference. I think there's an Assassination Classroom reference. There's a Dead Man Wonderland reference. It's like the creator was like, everything anime and manga is going to be referenced in this entire, in this entire anime and even manga. Like I said, I haven't read the manga. I've seen it. I just haven't read it, truthfully. So I don't have nothing to like compare and contrast to. But you're just watching a 28-year-old geek out over anime. What were you really expecting, truthfully. But I do like the voice acting in it. There are some superb voice cast in this. Amazingly, I haven't watched it in the Japanese version, so I don't know if there is a difference in the voice cast. Because sometimes people are like, the Japanese voice cast is better than the English voice cast, which is something that I've said about Toriko. Toriko's Japanese dub is a lot better than the English dub. So much so, the voice of Toriko and the English version, I can't stand him. But you know, they eventually, and I don't know if it was the creator's fault or maybe it was because of the production behind this anime. But during the last, I would say, 3 episodes, after episode 6, the plot of the movie suddenly goes completely all over the place. Because then they end up saying that, like, the girl that Dad found has magical powers. So she's basically, Kagome from Inuyasha. I love Inuyasha. But what does this have to do with anything? And then they reveal that, like, oh, Kagome's father is like this really awesome, like, or superb demon, and it's like, again, referencing like Inuyasha or even Devil May Cry. Where are we going with this exactly? And then they kind of tease you at another season, but another season doesn't happen. So it's like, there is a moment in here where I'm just sitting around going, so what the hell even fucking happened here? Like, what was the entire purpose of this again? What were we doing? I don't know, man, but this anime is still awesome for what it's worth. It still has its great moments, its up and downs, and it's really kind of superb to watch all the way around and all the way through, truthfully. Despite of its flaws or in honor of its flaws, Blood Lad is still a pretty cool anime to watch if you can get behind it and if you can follow the plot and the plot point as good as you can. But if you shut this series out, I'm just saying if you do, be prepared for a lot of frustration during the last 3 episodes of this series that will go off the rail. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about Blood Lad if you've seen it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's great? Do you think it's boring? Do you think it could have been better like I do? Let me know in the comment below. However, if we do ever eventually get a season 2 of Blood Lad or a continuation, I really hope that they fix the flaws that they have made in the first place. But I just have to say that I love Blood Lad, period, but I do not like the ending of it. I wish that the ending was better, more fleshed out, and that the characters were better written, but that's just me. Even if you haven't seen Blood Lad, I hope that I have inspired you to go and pick up this DVD. I do not remember how much I paid for this when I got it. I think it was only like $5, truthfully, so very cheap through Amazon if you can actually find it. And I'm sorry if I'm blinding anybody because of the sunlight, the light from my lamp, and then also because of the bright yellow. I apologize very, very much, and also the bright white doesn't very contrast. If I was wearing yellow, then I'd be like blended in. But yeah, in all seriousness, even though I hate the ending of the series and I wish that it was better and more fleshed out, truthfully, I love Blood Lad. And it is still a really good series. The comedy is great, the writing is great, the voice cast is excellent, the opening is a very awesome theme song. But I just really wish that it was like more fleshed out, I would say, and also that ending to the final 10 episodes, but still 10 episodes is very, very short and very, very limited, especially speaking of, where is it here? Especially speaking of like Icon, for example, that I already talked about and reviewed, that's only 2 episodes long. That's still a little short, but even Icon, I can say, or Aiken, has a lot more of like good character development than Blood Lad had, because there are some characters that just get introduced and then it's like, okay, we're gonna forget about him. Here's Wolf. He's a werewolf. Great, excuse him. Here's Liz. She's a teleporter. Okay, let's get rid of her. Here's Daz. Vampire. That's it. I think the funniest character, though, is Daz's little sister. She had no lines of dialogue, but her actions are the funniest things ever, especially when she first meets her brother. She had this giant battle axe, and this is a little girl that's like 4, or she looks like she's 4, and she slams out a battle axe in front of her big brother like, "Hi, big brother, I've been sent to kill you." Like, no, there are so many moments that are really hilarious, though. But, and I'm not going to show you guys all of them because it would be really way too long, but go and check them out. And especially, watching this for the references, there are so many references to other anime and manga that you or me have seen. So, yeah, man, it is really awesome. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But let me know in the comments down below if you've seen Bloodline or not. And if you have a favorite anime series that you want to recommend to me that I might check out in the future, let me know. Even if I've never seen it, or if I am like, I hate it, I'll just, try to do an episode or a review just for you. So tell me truthfully in the comment section down below what you guys think. So anyways, I've been Lady Universe, I've been White Nerdy, keep geeking on, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join me at my own demon world at Twitter, which has already turned into a demon world. Anyways, or you can join my Immortal Legion by subscribing to my channel as well. It always does come in handy. So thank you guys so much for watching. And again, if you have any good anime recommendations, even anime movies, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll try to hunt them down. So I've been Lady Universe, a White Nerdy, keep geeking on, and as always guys, take care and check out some Bloodline. Until next time.